Here we have a 2020 Ram 1500 Sport. Has a 5.7 liter V8 engine, automatic transmission with 4-wheel drive, and this truck only has 58,000 kilometers on the odometer. For the interior, we have your power mirrors, windows, and locks, with the power mirrors being folding, all found below your driver's door handle. We do have a ton of storage along the bottom as well, speaker towards the middle. We do have a nice black on black combination for the interior. We have this combination of vinyl and cloth seats for the front, and the driver's seat is fully power operated by the switches on the side. On the dash here, you will also find your automatic headlight controls, as well as your fog lights and your bed light. We also have your gauge cluster illumination, electronic parking brake, as well as your power adjustable pedals. On the back of the steering wheel, we also have your audio controls for the stereo. Between the gauge cluster and the stereo, we have a combination of analog and digital displays for the gauge cluster. You can see we have 58,417 kilometers on the odometer at the moment. Do not mind the fuel light there. We will get it topped up right away. And you can see we have a total of just over 1,000 hours on the vehicle as well. You are able to configure what is displayed in the center screen here. So in addition to this sort of vehicle information, you do have various different temperatures. If you're trying to keep an eye on something in particular, you can have it showing in just that. And you have your trip information, trailer tow information, all that fun stuff. And settings, of course. On the steering wheel, the directional pad here is what I was using to go through the various different screens in the gauge cluster. We also have your Bluetooth controls on the other side. We have your cruise control on the other side. Below that, we have your gear select. We also have your gear selection dial here. So your backup camera shows up when you're in reverse. And then you do have front and rear parking sensors that show up in the gauge cluster there. We also have your 2-wheel to 4-wheel drive selector beside the gear select. For the stereo, it is the Alpine sound system. You can see the little logo there. You do get AM, FM, and XM radio. You have USB, USB Type-C, and auxiliary ports, Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. The screen is the newer Dodge one, so it is nice and responsive touchscreen, just like you use for your smartphone. And then safety driving assistance in the settings here is where you'll find the various parking sensors. You also have blind spot monitoring. You can figure that if you're pulling a trailer. And then you have various different other things, so like hill start assist, tire fill assist, all that fun stuff. And then apps, or if we go into controls, sorry, you have your heated front seats as well as your heated steering wheel. Then you can show your backup camera without actually being in reverse if you prefer. Nice thing about the backup camera as well is you do have the center line, so if you're trying to line up a trailer hitch, that is super useful. And then you can get a nice top-down look as well, also super handy for a trailer hitch. Below that, we do have some analog controls for the stereo. We also have your heated front seats and heated steering wheel buttons, dual zone climate control with ice-cold air conditioning. Then we have your electronic electronic trailer brake off to the side. And then we have your traction control, tow mode, and then front and rear parking sensor toggles. We have your USB Type-C, and auxiliary ports. Bunch of storage throughout the center console here, so it is pretty configurable. We'll start with this part here. We do have a USB port there with a bunch of storage. You are able to lift this up in its entirety. On the bottom, you will find a bunch of measuring tools. Also have some conversion rates, as well as some trigonometry ratios there. You are able to move this cup holder section back and forth, however you would like. Then there's a little tray for your phone there, and then some coin slots in the middle. We also have an auto-dimming rearview mirror, place to put your sunglasses. You do have a power sliding rear window that you can control from the front here. It's super handy. And then we have your dome light controls and your 3-car garage door opener on the driver's sun visor. The Ram 1500 Sport is equipped with 20-inch factory alloy wheels wrapped in Bridgestone tires. For the exterior, we do have a nice gray color all throughout. Being a sport model, you do get the color match front grille, which is quite nice. You also have LED headlights, LED fog lights, front parking sensors along the front bumper, and the vehicle is equipped with an engine block heater that is currently tucked away in the engine bay. On the hood, you find the badge for 1500 HEMI 5.7 liter, and then the Ram badge is on the door. You do have tinted rear windows. Front doors do have intelligent access buttons there. And then you do have these nice black running boards along the bottom of the vehicle The truck does have 4-wheel disc brakes, LED taillights to match the headlights, dual exhaust, so you do have one on each side, trailer hitch receiver right in the middle with the wiring just off to the side where your license plate will be. Then we have your badging for sport, the Ram emblem right in the middle, and then 4x4 on the passenger side. And then to get into the truck bed, we'll make sure the vehicle is unlocked. See the nice LED taillights there. Press the button underneath there. You do have a nice soft drop tailgate. And in the back, there is no bed liner at the moment, so nothing is hidden whatsoever. You also have these little tie-down loops in each corner, all the way around. And when you're done, just lift this back up. Solid. For the rear interior, you do get your power window switch right below the door handle, speaker just below that, and a bunch of storage all along the bottom, just like the front door panels. Also, just like the front, you do get a ton of legroom and headroom in the back of the Ram 1500. Same nice combination of cloth and vinyl seating for the rear passengers. You do have an armrest that folds down in the middle here, goes down nice and solid, giving you a place to put 2 cup holders, or 2 cups in the holders, I should say. Behind the rear headrest, you do have your child seat anchor loops, as you can see. And then the lower ones are super easy to find. They are nicely cut out, and they're all along the bottom there. You are able to fold up the rear seats. They come up in a 60-40 split as such. Get some nice storage all along the bottom. And when you're done, they go down just as easy. You also have this nice all-weather floor mat in the back. Underneath the floor mat on both sides, you do have these storage boxes. And then some tie-down loops on either side as well. On the back of both the front seats, you do have storage pockets, 2 cup holders in the middle for the rear passengers as well. Then you have climate control vents, a household-style traditional outlet there, and then 2 USB and 2 USB Type-C ports in the rear. And that was the 2020 Ram 1500 Sport. If you're interested in this 4-door, 4x4 V8 pickup truck, you can go to parkmazda.ca to fill out the form to book your test drive. In doing so, we can get you a $25 Visa gift card for coming down. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you soon.